Hello everybody, Slim Kirby here. Welcome back to more of the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga playthrough. Last time we saved Prince Peasley from an ill fate, where he was turned into a rock-spitting dragon thing. And then after we saved him, Blablanadon took us back down to Hoo Hoo Village. And now we're going to pay a visit to the Hammerhead Bros, who, they promised they'd make us some hammers once we got them a Hoo Hoo block, which I believe they have now, so let's see what we can do with this. Boy did you two arrive at exactly the right time. Just now, a Hoo Hoo block fell down the waterfall. Check it out, we'll use it to make you the ultimate hammer. Hoo, man, it feels so great to be making hammers again after such a long break. In fact, it feels so darn great that we went ahead and made you guys 2 hammers. Look at the craftsmanship. Pow! Now you're playing with power. Nintendo power? Yeah, you got that right. These bad boys are now all yours. Yay, we got hammers. You can use the solo hammer action. I guess we ought to teach you guys how to properly use the hammers, huh? First, press the R button to select your hammer. Then, press the A button to whack stuff. That's it. But right now, only the guy in front can use a hammer. So the action the guy in front does with the A button is called a solo action. The action the guy in back does with the B button is called a bros action. This is the most basic of all the basics, remember it. Try whacking all kinds of stuff with those hammers. One manly whack breaks the hardest rocks. You know, you ought to break that hammer in by smashing the rock in the next room. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Ooh, we get a nuts. We haven't seen any of those yet. Basically, the nuts, they are multi-heal items, so they basically heal both brothers. So they can be very, very useful. Definitely pick those up as you go throughout the game. They're really, really, really good healing weapons. Or healing weapons. Healing items. My god, I feel like I've made like a lot of dumb word mistakes in this playthrough so far. I'm not sure what it is. It's just something I've been doing, I guess. So yeah, with the hammer we can actually break these rocks. I don't think this will give us anything though. And yeah, we can't quite break these rocks, so we'll need to get an upgrade at some point. But yeah, that's basically how the hammers work. And if we give the hammer to the guy in back, we can make them mad at us. We can even do this with Luigi too, so... So yeah, that's pretty much what we have now. The hammers are pretty cool. I feel like the hammer system is slightly better utilized in the Paper Mario games, but still, it works here too. It definitely works. So yeah, with that, we can actually, yeah, we can fall back down now. And we can use our new hammer to break this dumb statue that Fawful put in front of us. So now we can actually progress and do more now. Maybe some point we can find that stupid Fawful and kick his ugly butt. That sounds like a good idea. So yeah, having the hammer is good times. In fact, I think we can use it on this to get the water to flow out. And we'll probably need to use that water to break this rock because, yeah, this rock is on fire for some reason, so let's go ahead and put Mario in here. And I guess I could also show this off. We can use the hammer as well as the super jump to essentially, yeah, get use out of the water that Mario's stored up. Now the thing is, whenever you use the hammer on Mario, you can actually use it 3 times. not just the one time that you'd get with the normal jump attack. There are different variations for all the basically the water releases, but we'll see all the different variations later on. It's not really super important right now. Okay, let's go ahead, do another Bros block game here. Oh wow, that one actually had a lot of coins. Definitely not going to complain about that. So before we go inside this room, I'm going to save my game, and I'm also going to take a look at the lower path. I don't think there's much we can do. I think it's one of those routes that you can only go one way through. But first, let's definitely pick up some items along the way. Ooh, thank you for that. Jump down here. Yep. Okay, so there's not much else we can do, unfortunately. So we'll have to go through that cave and see what's on the other side. Oh, we have some mine carts. We have a green frickin' dog. I've never seen a green dog before, but it looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. Whoa there, pards! It's been a Goomba's age since we had any strangers in these parts. Now listen, fellers, if you want to ride in them rusty old carts, I won't go with stopping you. But I'd advise watching out for trouble. Yep, no one knows where them rails lead. Still, I'll tell you something, you might just be able to find jewels by jumping a bit in there. And while you're hopping for loot, watch out. If you spot danger, just shine your light at it. Oh mercy, there I go again. I'm always boring folks to tears with stuff like this. So, tell me, boys, here to ride in the carts? Yes. So, this minigame's pretty simple. You're in mine carts, you're collecting stuff as you're going through this tunnel. The light will start to fade out too. You basically grab that fuel can whenever you want to restore the lights. It's not really super important in this minigame. But, and I actually didn't talk about this earlier, I meant to, but, yeah, there's a lot of mini-games in this game, and there's actually different variations of them, and there's, like, more levels of them. So that border jump we did earlier, there are actually a couple of different border jump levels that we didn't actually do. I'll go back to these levels later on and show off some of the other variations. But yeah, for this particular variation, this is really easy, so we're not going to really have to worry about the searchlight at all. But yeah, in other variations, that light, if that light goes out, I believe you actually fail the mission. So you quite literally need to keep the light lit at all times. I think anyway. It could also just be a case where you can't really see what's in front of you, maybe. And then you'll probably miss a lot of jewels. And you do need to collect these jewels, because, yeah, there's a bit of a limit that we had there. But yeah, that wasn't too hard. And yeah, there are other variations. They definitely get harder as you go along. But I'll definitely show off all the variations later. For now, though, I'll just do the original games, and then when I'm back in the area, maybe I'll show off the other variations or something. Well, fellers, this spot marks the last stop on the long, strange railroad ride of my life. But I reckon your adventure has just begun. Get to it, boys. Wow, how beautiful, I guess. That man definitely has a way with words, I'll tell him that. So yeah, we're on the other side of the mountain, and we're actually getting ready to head into the main Bean Bean area. So we've actually done quite a bit since we've been in Bean Bean Kingdom, and we haven't actually been in the main Bean Bean area yet, which is interesting. Also, sorry about that. I keep accidentally hitting the trigger buttons, so that keeps happening. Wait up! We forgot to mention one thing. We never taught you how to use your hammers in battle. Ready to learn? Nah. Ouch. Try being polite, will ya? So I think this is a case where we actually have to learn, so we'll go ahead and do this. Then we'll explain it in battle. So, to whack with a hammer, Mario uses the A button, and Luigi uses the B button. Talking don't do it justice, though. Let me explain by example. First, let's do some solo attacks using hammers. Wait a sec. Press the A button right here. Ooh, man, that's smarts. But I'm a hammerhead bro, so I'll be fine, no big deal. Press the button when the hammer shakes. When it shakes, you got it? And old green guy there should press the B button when his hammer shakes. So next we gotta learn how to defend with a hammer. Now, press and hold B. When you release the button now... No, that's too long. You gotta release the button before the hammer starts to shake, or the whole deal falls apart. Do it again, man. There you go. So anyway, you get the idea. Want to try again? Nah. Okay, so to review. For hammer attacks, choose your hammer and wait till it shakes. Then press the button. Bonk. Perfect hammer attack. On defense, hold it behind you and release it before it shakes. Bonk. Perfect hammer defense. Good luck and practice up. Did you get all that? You better have. You better look alive with those things. There's a lot of monsters that your jump won't do diddly to. You gotta learn some new tricks if you want to get by them. I'm sure you guys will be able to take care of business. If you can't, you're gonna have to give us those hammers back. Hey, we're going back so we can ride the cart again. Yeah, cart rides are thrilling and filled with suspenders. You nitwit, it's filled with suspense. Suspense! Oops, well excuse me, princess. So yes, much like the jump attack, yeah, you can use the hammers for battle too. The hammers, like you mentioned, there are some enemies that can only be hit with the hammer. And that's okay, but as a main choice of attack, I still would rather prefer the jump, just because it's very accurate and it's easier to time and get the timed attack. With hammer, it's not really so hard. It's again one of those things where over time you'll get used to it. But still, like, when you can do both, I just recommend using jump. It just seems a lot more dependable. Because the jump can't exactly break like the hammer can. Sometimes, like, even if you have the timing down, just depending on, like, your inputs, sometimes, like, the game will eat your inputs, so... Again, it's not a bad way to attack, but again, I much prefer the jump, at least in my opinion. So yeah, that's really all we can do over here. Unfortunately, we have to keep on moving. So let's go back down, and let's go down here. And yeah, we are in the main Bean Bean area now. So, for the first strikes, hammers can't actually hurt enemies when you use it for a first strike. But you will essentially, like, freeze them. Like, you'll stun them for a little bit. And then, yeah, you just kind of take the hammer, do your hammer-related thing, and that's pretty much how you use the hammer in combat. And yeah, you can use it for defense as well. I personally am not a big fan of using the hammer for defense, but, you know, it's there if you want to learn the method anyway. I mean, in reality, like, why wouldn't you? It's just smart to be well equipped for your travels. So as for the defense for these guys, best way to do it, honestly, is just wait till they jump, and then after that, get your hammer swing ready. That's really all you have to do. Nothing too difficult, or too outlandish anyway. Unfortunately, the Spinies themselves don't exactly give great experience. But again, they're good practice for hammer strats. And another thing worth mentioning is we'll definitely see it when we get to the next area. But there's some enemies that when they attack, they actually have a hammer defense and a jump defense. Where, well, not really them, like you have those counterattack options. So make sure when an enemy is reaching their attack phase, look at your icons on the left to see whether or not you're jumping or using your hammer. That can honestly save you a lot of trouble in the long run if, like, you get, like, a hammer counterattack and, like, you're prepared for a jump one. Just gotta pay attention to the screen, really. And again, I'll show you an example of what I mean. There's some enemies in this area that, yeah, these guys. So first of all, let's take care of the spiny. See, as you can see, we have a hammer attack right here. But this guy also has a jump attack too, so it's not just hammer. Let's see if I can get him to do it. Yep, see, so he has both hammer and jump counterattack options. Just gotta pay attention to what he's doing and what attack he's using. So if you pay attention to that stuff, you can kind of get an idea for what the enemy is about to do. And yeah, these guys give way more experience than the Spinies do, so consider fighting a few of these guys while you're in the area. Doesn't hurt. Okay, no, hold on. Don't use jump. Much like in the Paper Mario games, if you jump on an enemy that has spikes, you'll get hurt, so do not do that, because that would be stupid. That would be stupid, and you do not want to do that. Also, we got some woo beans right there. I think they show in the key... no, they show in the L button here. So yeah, like, yeah, you have a couple of different pockets here. So these are our normal items. You also have your key items. So we have the Bean Bean map. We have Peasley's Rose. And then you also have bean items. Through the course of the game, we'll be getting a lot of bean items, so definitely pick them up whenever you can. I believe a lot of bean items are actually through these like little underground X's that we'll find throughout our adventure. But there's a side quest that we'll be doing later on that involves those beans, so they're not exactly important right now, but they will definitely be important later. So unfortunately, there's not really a lot we can do right now. I'll do another fight, and after this I'll probably head into the castle town, because there's not much else we can do right now. Except just kind of explore the area around us. But you want to be kind of careful, because even though in a couple of videos from now it won't be a big deal, there are some screens coming up that have some very powerful enemies. And that they can do probably about half your health and damage to you. So just be very careful. Try to stick to, like, the first two screens you can access. Because the last thing you want to do is get, like, stuck in a really, really bad fight that you don't want to do. So just be very, very careful. Like over here, I believe we have the entrance to the castle town. So because of that, like, you don't want to advance like one more screen south, because these enemies are definitely a lot more powerful than what we've fought so far. Just to demonstrate, like, this is probably not a great idea what I'm doing right here. I think Luigi got attacked right there. Yeah, he did. So these guys right here, I believe they can do like 11 damage to you, so... Yep, see. And yeah, it did 12 damage to me. So, just to demonstrate, we're going to go ahead and just run away from this battle. And running away, basically, much like Paper Mario games, you'll lose coins if you run away. But sometimes there'll be fights that you just want to run away from. That's just the way it is, so yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and venture into Bean Bean Castle Town. Oh, God. Things do not look good right now. I'll say that right now. The town was attacked. The horror. Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. This town looks like it's in shambles right now. Please stop. Make it stop. Oh, God. They attacked while the Bean Bean troops were in Hoo-Hoo Village searching for Prince Peasley. Wow, so that was their plan all along. They wanted to get Peasley out of the picture, to get the troops out of the picture, and then they just decided to go like all ham on the village. That's disgusting. We have to rebuild the town as soon as possible. Yeah, I agree, because there's not much we can do here. Right here we have the shop. Unfortunately, the shop doesn't have much use to us right now. Welcome to my temporary item shop. Sorry about the mess. With the town in the state, I'm only staying open as long as customers keep coming. So, what do you want to do? So, we can buy some items here. We can only buy the basics, though. You can buy a refreshing herb, which basically cures status ailments, but I don't think we really have to worry about that right now, so, yeah. I think we're good. I think you can also buy, like, accessories and equipment here, but you can't do that until after you kind of solve the current problem going on. And yeah, we can't even go to the second half of the town because the bridge is destroyed, so... Yeah, they really, really decided to just destroy this town. My God. We're dealing with some really, really, really bad people here. So let's go ahead, we're going to save our game, and I guess we'll just approach the castle and see what exactly is going on. Also, the music that plays during the town right now is very, very creepy. Halt! You there! Halt! You can't just waltz on here. The town has just been attacked, which means the castle could be attacked at any moment. Lady Lima has instructed us not to allow anyone to enter the castle, anyone whatsoever. Having said that, if you still wish to enter, you must explain your names and your motives. What? You are the world-famous Mario? What? And you are the legendary Luigi? Luigi who? Shh, I have no idea. If you really are the superstar Mario from the Mushroom Kingdom, then prove it. That jump! No mistaking it. This guy is really Mario? Shh, I can't be certain. Anyway, what business would the famous Mario and the other guy have in this castle? Ho ho! Huh? Oh! I see! Gotcha! What do they want? No clue. Enough. Regardless of all that nonsense, you may not enter. Now be gone. Prince Peasley's Rose? Are you friends of the prince? Listen, I think maybe we ought to let these guys inside. Okay, taking into account that Rose and your wacky story, we can't allow you to enter. That was one wacky story. Woo! Okay, so we have entrance now, which is good. Authorized personnel only. Okay, so we can't get over there. Okay, we can't get over here. Ooh, hello. Well, that was actually a pretty nice run of that. Okay, so what's wrong with you, buddy? Well, Master Mario and Mr. Luigi. I am Lady Lima, highest of the ladies at court. The gatekeepers told me of you. Are you indeed the Mario and Luigi of fame, the superstars? Yes, I can't deny that such jumping is the hallmark of the Mario and Luigi of legend. Pardon me? What are you trying to tell me? Oh, do speak up. Oh, such ruckus. Speak in softer voices. Now hear me, as you saw, the town is in ruins, and the castle is under strict guard. At a time like this, I cannot allow a suspicious pair such as you to meet the Queen. As the Queen's longest-serving lady at court, I must act in the interest of her royal safety. Uh-oh. Hear my words. If you two are indeed the true Mario Bros, you must prove it by repairing the castle's plumbing. If you are able to completely fix it, then you may meet Queen Bean. Now then, show me where the work ethic of the superstar Mario Bros. Okay, well, it looks like next time we're going to be doing some actual plumbing for once. I hope the Mario Bros can handle it. They're plumbers, but honestly, I've never really seen them do much of this. So yeah, this has been Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. This has been Slim Kirby. I will see you guys next time when we try to solve this plumbing problem. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.